Going on, D-Bags? Hope you guys are doing well. We're back here again with another episode of the Detox Podcast, episode 277 to be exact. And if you're new here and enjoy music, podcasts, comedy, or hooping videos, do consider subscribing. We've got a whole bunch of that stuff going on. And if you are new here, my name is Darren, Rita. Feel free to connect me at any of the links that's right down below. I've got music, Patreon, Instagram, a bunch of stuff down there, so feel free to connect with me over there and say what's up. Now, before I can jump into today's episode with you guys and start talking about what we got going on, I got to talk to you guys a little bit about vacations, because let's be real, there's nothing better than a well-earned vacation. Whether you actually, scratch that, whether you earned it or not, there's nothing better than a vacation, right? It just feels good to get away from it all for a little bit and enjoy yourself, and there's no better place to do that than with today's video sponsor, Alpine House 2. Alpine House 2 is a classic Swiss chalet duplex A-frame with a log cabin interior located directly across from the Ski Brûlée Resort in Iron River, Michigan. That's the Ski Brûlée Resort, which is low-key a little famous, especially if you know the Midwest, and it's directly across the street. Like, I mean, least athletic person you know is going to be able to hit that with a football. Surrounded by forests, lakes, rivers, Iron River more specifically, Alpine House 2 is the destination for fishing, hunting, hiking, snowmobiling, etc., especially as we're getting to that time of the year. They just finished a whole bunch of renovations earlier this summer, adding in a whole bunch of fun things for you and the family to enjoy. So why not check out Alpine House 2 in Iron River, Michigan for your next adventure or peaceful retreat. Alpine House 2 is booking. You can check them out on Airbnb or at ALPINEHAUS 2. That's at Alpine House 2 on Instagram to stay up to date with more renovations, bookings, anything like that. You can also hit them up, tell them Rita or Detox sent you, and they will get you set up with a vacay. Shout out to them for sponsoring this episode. Now, with all that good stuff out of the way, the title of the video might be a little bit of clickbait, but we will eventually be doing that. We got to get started right off rip. It's voting season. If you're in a swing state like I am, you're getting bombarded with, voting ads, propaganda in some cases, nonstop, it feels like. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I hope that if you are a fan of this podcast, you probably can make Actually, I can't really say that. Some of the people that listen to this podcast probably can make a good decision when it comes to the election. But either way, I hope you go out and vote, and I hope that you express that right that you have. I will say this, though. If you were thinking about it, make sure you think about, like, sort of a plan to vote, because I think a lot of people, myself included, I just realized today, I was like, oh, shit, I'm probably going to have to work, like, the day voting's going on, so I just requested an absentee ballot because there's no way I'm going to have enough time to get to my polling place or my voting place after I get done with work. So I'm working all day basically. So, just make sure you have a plan. Decide. Make sure you're registered if you're not already. If you can't make it the day of, that day comes and goes. So make sure you figure out a way to get your voice heard. Although, I mean, our elections are what they are. Speaking of Elon Musk, I don't know if you guys saw this at all, but Elon Musk, we kind of made fun of him a little bit last week with Tesla bots and sort of his whole weird dark MAGA thing he did at the Trump rally the other day. It is good, all fun and, giggles, making fun of him. Making fun of billionaires is always fun, I feel like. But what's not so fun is literally offering people money to support your party or your guy, it's kind of, I guess, loosely what he's doing. So if you guys aren't aware, he's been polling really hard for Donald Trump, which, I'm not the biggest fan of personally, but to each their own, right? So he's polling really hard for Donald Trump, but not only is this one of the richest people in the world polling for, another billionaire, he just recently announced that he's going to be giving away $1 million a day to somebody who has signed his certain petition that he has, which we're going to look into here in a second. Do you mind pulling that up? Actually, can you pull up that article? This has been big. I know he made a big announcement about it the other day, and I think he actually cut the first couple of checks already. And I know, like, all the major news outlets have been covering this, and a lot of experts are saying that there is probably, it's not like, I don't know, he's got good lawyers, so I'm sure he'll be fine. But it's very, very close to, like, election interference, which isn't to say that huge corporations don't already do it. Trillion-dollar corporations are funding the campaigns of both parties on both sides at every level of government. So that's nothing new. But it is sort of new and concerning to see it in this way, where it's like one person holds that amount of power and that amount of money where they can literally convince people to do to do their bidding. Oh, what is this here? Oh, you got to pay for the news. Don't tell Dan Trutchell about that. No one wants to pay for the news. All right. Is Elon... Okay, can we pull this up here? Can you pull this up for them? Just solo react is probably good there. What's so funny? Okay. Pause that so we don't get that. Okay, let me get the headline real quick. So this is from Independent. It says, is Elon Musk breaking the law with his $1 million giveaways? Experts weigh in. So I'm sure they'll give us a little bit of a rundown here. Elon Musk is promising daily $1 million prizes to registered voters in battleground states who sign a petition produced by Donald Trump supporting his political action committee. And so that's what a lot of people are trying to defend this and saying, well, he's not, because people that are maybe not even just leftists or people that are liberals. There's a lot of undecided people and people that really don't care about politics that hear that and they're like, wait a second, this guy's buying votes. And it sounds like to the normal person that he's buying votes because I can't say it legally, but allegedly he is. But so that's the argument, is that, well, no, he's just making sure they just have to be registered and also live in a battleground state, and then they have to sign a petition that basically backs some of the stuff that Trump wants to do if and when he gets in to office. So, it is very much where some people are going to say that it's not him specifically saying, oh, you have to register and tell me you voted for Donald Trump. He is saying, like, you have to be, first off, you have to live in a battleground state. Second off, you do have to be registered to vote, and you have to sign this petition that says that you support this Donald Trump shit, right? So it's like, who are the people that we are targeting to get more involved in politics? He's targeting people that are going to, or maybe we're on the fence about becoming a Trump fan, and they're like, hey, you know what? I might as well get registered. I might as well sign this petition. Maybe they won't go vote, but I bet they're going to be a million times more likely to if they had, they signed up for this giveaway to at least be tapped in a little bit, which is definitely probably the thought process behind it. What does it say next? The catch, the world's wealthiest man who has pumped at least $75 million into Trump's presidential campaign, which, that's the world we live in. There's no cap on what billionaires can do. Is limiting the sweepstakes to voters in 7 swing states. The deadline to sign the petition fell right on the deadline for voter registration in Michigan and Pennsylvania. That's great. Under federal law, it is illegal to pay, offer to pay, or accept payment for, registering to vote or voting. I didn't know it was illegal to pay people to register. Up to 5 years in prison. Not like, he's going to get off even if he did get that. That's pretty blatant, right? But I'm sure he would. Here's the tricky thing, and this is where the lawyers are going to come into this. The tricky thing is it's going to come down to semantics of like, well, this is a sweepstakes giveaway. Yeah. I'm not paying any individual person. But this thing that's shitty is nobody is signing up for the giveaway, like, for free. Like, I guess they are because there's a chance you don't win, but like they're doing it in hopes of winning the $1 million. So I don't know how that's got to be pretty damn close to paying people. But yeah, he did. He cut the first couple of checks already. Either way, is there what is else to say there? Sorry, it's kind of small for me to read from this far. It's extremely problematic. Oh, experts weighing in and saying it's extremely problematic. Here's what I'm going to say. You can support whatever presidential candidate you want, but if you're like the regular average American person who doesn't have $75 million to just give to their favorite other billionaire to help run their campaign, maybe take that into consideration when you are going to vote this year, because if the billionaires that exploit people like you and I are like specifically favoring one person, and not to say that they don't favor the other person also, so there's plenty of them that do, that should raise a couple of red flags, or at least lead you to ask some questions, like why specifically does this guy, Elon Musk, who we've covered a bunch of different character flaws of his, for as smart, as intelligent as the guy is, there's plenty of things that he seems to not have his eye on the ball for. I don't know. I don't know that he's able to just, for one person to have that kind of sway, that tells me that the system we've got is a little jacked, right? That somebody who just has essentially infinite money can just be like, well, I want this guy to win, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to get this guy to win. But other than that, just go vote. Just go vote. Make sure you have a plan to vote. I just wanted to touch on that quickly today. We got some people in the live chat. Alyssa says we back. McKenna says we back. Delza says we back. We hither. We back. At least 3 people come to my house during the week to tell me who to vote for. Wow, that's insane. Who are they saying? I'm curious. Any write-ins for me? I saw somebody on a podcast talking about that. Like maybe we should just write in whoever we want if we don't feel like they're trying to do the whole both side-isms. We're like, oh, both sides are bad. I'm just gonna write in whatever. It's like, all right, man. Like, yes, both sides are bad, but also that's the system we have right now. So you have to just please be an adult. Pick who you think will do a better job, at least in this instance, and then we can maybe work to on a local and other levels of government start to change that. And if we just get rid of super PACs, I feel like the 2-party system would follow very soon after we could get rid of that. But you got to get rid of super PACs first, because that allows shit like this, not specifically Elon Musk, but Elon Musk or mega corporations, when they get together and all donate a bunch of money to the same campaigns. If we get rid of that, we would fix quite a bit in politics. What else has been going on? I have realized, so, I'm doing a solo pod today. Some people that do a really, really cool haunted house that I'm not going to name right now, in case that we do maybe work it out and have them on. They were going to maybe be on again today, and things just kind of got jumbled around. And I had, like I do many times when I do a solo episode from someone somewhat canceling, a little bit of a pre-show, like, fit of rage, where I just start like hating everything that I create, everything that I do. And I'm trying to turn it into or force myself to have a little bit of gratitude and be like, even though I don't care about anything right now, I'm still showing up. And I hope that if you are listening to this, whether this is a clip months or years from now, and it's just stumbling on a page that, some algorithm told you to see it right now, or if you're listening today live, if you feel like you don't care about anything right now, I hope you just keep showing up, for at least for a little while, and I hope that things will get better. I'm hoping that for myself right now, so I'm trying to speak that into existence for both of us. So you can't quit on me, all right? Because we're in this together. But you know what I do care about, or maybe I shouldn't care about quite as much, is watching 3-hour videos breaking down a video game or a niche TV show that I enjoyed as a child, because I've been doing that a lot. That's something that, like, we need to salute these people who, especially people that feel like you got a mental illness of some sort. These people on YouTube that be doing 3-hour video essays on, like, an 8-episode cartoon that ran when you were fucking 8. These people are heroes, dude. Or like some random movie that only you and your siblings got, like from one of those like $5 movie buckets at Walmart where you were like digging around. The ones where they got the candy right next to it? It's like movie night. And it has like $1 candies and the $5 movies or whatever. Or it's like 3 movies for $5, whatever. Some terrible movie that just for whatever reason you and your siblings love. There's like a guy on YouTube that's probably done at least an hour video essay explaining why that is one of the best films of all time. Same thing with video games too, like a video game that you enjoy. I mean, I've watched this guy, I think his name is Fat Brett on YouTube. Maybe that's wrong, but this guy, he does breakdowns on like every like God of War character and like their story arcs and the themes of the story, and just like for when you're like if you're in having an episode maybe where you're not feeling very good mental health wise, like you don't have the energy to even do things you like, right? Where it's like I don't even want to turn on the game and play it, even though I love that game. It is an escape in a way, right? Like it would be fun to get on and play it. That takes energy and effort. Whereas this, like I can just listen to someone explain to me why I love the thing I love in detail that I would not have been able to express. And so for all those people that make 40-minute to 3-hour video content analyzing like 2 scenes from WALL-E, I love you. Please keep doing that. We need more of that. Those are my favorite videos on YouTube. That's the stage of my life that I've been in. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Duncan says so back. Bucks or Ravens tonight. You know, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. That's my prediction as someone who's loosely following the rest of the NFL. But I will say this again, like I said last week, the NFC North is the best division of football, and I'm gonna just leave that at that. Now tis the season of Halloween. I've been dressed up every week. Gonna keep dressing up until we got one more week, I guess, of it. But I realize I haven't talked about this. At least I don't know if I've ever talked about this. But speaking of those niche, YouTube video essays that I was talking about, I'm curious, what are your top 5 Halloween specific films or like media that you like to consume around this time of year, or maybe that you remember fondly growing up? Because I'm gonna break down my top 5, my personal top 5 Halloween movies. All right, these are nostalgic, these are incredible, they are peak cinema. Number 5, Nightmare Before Christmas. That one's kind of a fill-in. I couldn't even come up with a 5th one. But it is a great film. The filmmaking is amazing. I do enjoy it. I play a video game that has been in a million times, Kingdom Hearts. So it's a fond place in my heart. I don't watch it all that often, but it's a good movie, and I've seen it many times. 4, now this one is legit, Scooby-Doo, live action. The first one. I remember some stuff from the second one, but I don't really remember it like that. The first Scooby-Doo, dude, live action, peak, dude. And it gave us the Shaggy memes, like later. Obviously, that's sort of the movie that kept on giving when you think about it, because a couple years ago, that was like the biggest deal, was all the Shaggy memes that were coming out. But no, like live action Scooby-Doo, banger. Just fun, man. Like, it was like a fun, like, I feel like that's like one of those few instances where, at least as a kid, I haven't seen it much recently, other than like random clips. But as a kid who watched some Scooby-Doo, I wasn't like the biggest fan of Scooby-Doo, but I enjoyed it. Watching that movie, I was like, wow, they did it. Because even as a kid, you can tell when they do it wrong, they do it wrong. I remember I talked about it a couple weeks ago. The Dragon Ball live action film, worst thing ever. And I knew it when I was there, when I was 8. I was like, this is the worst thing ever made. And I was right. And so was the rest of the world for thinking that. Number 3, this is going to be niche. And I want to know if you guys have ever seen this. My Babysitter's a Vampire. Disney Channel movie. It's not ranked very high on IMDb or probably Rotten Tomatoes if they have a rating for it. Pull this up for cover so people can see this, because this movie, and more specifically the TV show, I did watch the hell out of the TV show. But yeah, it's all the same characters though. It's all the same people. This shit was dope. Yeah. It just was a cool premise, dude. I don't know why. Like, I was like, wait, is it a show? It's a show. They did a movie, and then it was popular. It did well, so they did a show. My Babysitter's a Vampire. Yeah, it's probably on Disney Plus, buried somewhere. It's. I'm not gonna say it's like the greatest thing ever, but there was some interesting things. Kind of had like that. I guess vampire stuff was really in around that time. That's probably when like the Vampire Diaries was big and Twilight was big, so it was like kind of the rage. But it was fun, dude. It was kind of like Goosebumps meets like, I feel like it was like Goosebumps, but it was like a little bit better. Goosebumps was kind of lame when you watch those shows, like especially we watch those in school sometimes. And I felt like those were kind of too cheesy, with the exception of a few episodes that actually did like freak you out a little bit. I thought they had some pretty good world building in this, and I just remember some of the characters being really stupid, and I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was pretty funny to me. OMG, I loved the show spinoff. Yeah, the show was great. Michael says Scream. Okay, Scream. I shitted on Scream a bunch in a recent clip of mine. Yeah, 6.1 on IMDb. Yeah, so it's not like a critically acclaimed film or TV show, but it was fun, dude, and I suggest you go watch it. I bet I'd be curious to see how it's aged in 2024. Okay, number 2. You're going to have to pull up this one, because if you would have seen what I was Googling to try to find this, it would be embarrassing, because I couldn't even remember if it was a real movie or not. But this is like I unlocked a core memory when I did see the cover of this. Scary Godmother Halloween Spectacular. And the second one, there's like a revenge of some kid.
Revenge of Jimmy.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
Dude, the animation in this is some of the worst I've ever seen in my life, looking back on it. But if you know this woman's face, you know Joy. You know Halloween. You know what Halloween is about. Dude, it's a good movie. I don't remember. I'm being honest with you. Other than making this list right before, an hour or two ago, I couldn't tell you what it's about other than I know that, like, the revenge one, the other kid, he's, like, trying to ruin Halloween, so he kicks in a bunch of pumpkins and he does all these things, and somehow that affects all these monsters or whatever. But I can tell you, I loved this. See if there's a clip. Play a clip or something.
Oh, it's a 6.6.
6.6. So that better than My Babysitter's a Vampire, according to IMDb. Let's check out the trailer. Yeah. Can you see this? This movie walked. Are they saying words or just music? Oh. Dude, it's good. All I know is give it a shot, dude. Check this out. I bet there's probably kids at my ad right now, the art school in Milwaukee, that could probably animate something better than this in 2024. But I'll tell you, that unlocked a core memory. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit. It was legit. I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't mean to ruin Scream. Scream's good. I feel like the first Scream is good. It's just that it's still going on, and he can't kill Courtney Cox. He still can't figure it out. He stabbed the hell out of her in the last movie, and she's still alive. That's my only gripe with it. Is like, how am I supposed to be scared of this guy? Okay, number 1. Monster House. Monster House. Now, this movie is actually goated. This movie was simultaneously actually scary for me as a kid and hilarious. Like, I do actually remember, like, I would not want to watch it past a certain time of night, but I genuinely, like, enjoyed this movie. And I would actually, I kind of want to watch it now as an adult, because it is 6.7. Yeah, dude. And you know what? I'm going to disagree. I feel like that's got to be at least a 7 or an 8.
Okay,
This movie is good, dude. So I'll give you guys the premise right now. You don't got to play the trailer. Okay, you can play it, but just don't play the sound because we'll get copyrighted. It's these kids. There's this, like, abandoned house in their neighborhood, and these kids get, like, a ball rolls onto the yard or something, and then they try to go get it. The house, like, kind of, like, it somehow gets it, like, the house takes the ball, like it's, like, alive. And then they try to go rescue this ball, and shit just goes downhill. It's essentially like, you know how cute Up is? That, like, the old man, like, loved his wife, and he loved the house, and he, like, takes the house to the place that they never went, right? This is like the inverse of that. It is the inverse of that, and it's, like, genuinely scary. If you're a kid. It probably still scare me now. But Monster House is peak. And if anyone wants to watch it, I'm down. I'm 100% down. Let's watch Monster House. But yeah, that's number 1. Number 1 best Halloween films or movies to watch this time of year. There was a bunch of other movies I was thinking about that, like, I watched this time of year, but I don't know if they, like, are considered that, because, like, I think, like, Sky High is like a fall film, because it's like they go to school, and it's like superheroes, and that was fun. I think that's, like, a really well done movie as well. Also, Minutemen from Disney Channel. Maybe I just started thinking of Disney Channel original movies, but Minutemen is also great. That one I really liked from Disney Channel. I'm trying to think what other movies. The Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy, they do have a movie or, like, a special or whatever, and I do remember enjoying that, especially because there's one scene when they're in hell, because Grim Reaper, like, Grim is, he's the Grim Reaper, so that he takes them to hell or whatever for some reason. I think he's, like, on trial, and Darth Vader is there, and I just remember freaking out as a kid, like, seeing Darth Vader in cartoon form. So yeah. Those are my top 5. Those are my top 5 films. And I think TV shows. I know I've been, like, hyping up Halloween so much this, like, fall, and I do think, especially here in Wisconsin, we've gotten really lucky where, like, the weather's been, like, pretty decent this fall, which usually doesn't happen. I'm geeked on it right now, but I gotta say, TV shows. If you think about, like, TV, the best TV, like, holiday episodes are the Halloween ones, dude. Like, because you get to see everybody in these goofy costumes that like really highlight the characters you enjoy. And if you think about even like shows that already are kind of spooky, like Vampire Diaries, for instance, like those just like give you a vibe. They just pull you in, bro. Especially this time of year, you just like have a feel for it. Maybe that's the Scorpio energy in me. I don't know. That's what people be saying, that I'm connected to the universe like that. Let me know in the comments though your favorite Halloween movies or TV shows. Now, I do want to do one more thing before we wrap today. Okay, and this is something that I did in the past, kind of. I mean, I tried all those candies. I did years ago, not on the podcast. I ate a bunch of candy and did a tier list of it. Now, in preparation, because there was not a ton of preparation for today's show, we decided that I would speed run a new tier list of candy. And so McKenna's going to pull this up. Am I in there? Or you can just do yeah, do solo. That'll be at the bottom. That'll be better. Okay, so we're gonna speed run this. All right, start at the bottom, or I guess start at the top, because that they can see the top. So we got 100 grand. What are my options here?
100 grand.
No, not like the tiers. What do the tiers say?
Goated, yummers. This'll do. Trading fodders.
Trading fodder. Okay.
Colorful garbage. How dare you? Never had it.
Okay, 100 grand. Trading fodder. Absolutely trading that. Trading, bro. Put it trading. Okay, then what do you got? Three Musketeers. Trading also. I don't want it. What is the next one? Airheads. Goated. Put them at the top. Airheads are amazing. You guys are gonna find out I like candy. I like sour candy. I do like some chocolate, but not really. Crunch.
This is not crunch.
What does it say?
Enjoy.
Almond Joy. Actually, I tried Almond Joy last year on the podcast, and it wasn't bad. But I would still probably put it in my trading. Like, it's not terrible, but I would probably trade it. What is the next one?
Like Andy's mint.
Oh, Andy's Mint. Trash. F. An apple? I love apples, but on Halloween, I'm fucking punching whatever organic granola ass lady hands me an apple. Put that in fucking X.
That's never had it.
Okay, fine. Okay, what's the next one?
Baby Ruth.
I don't care about all of those, like 100 grand, Three Musketeers, fucking even Snickers is like a little bit better than some of these, but like they're all the fucking same, just a little bit worse. Like one of them's worse than the other one. Like they're all the same, dude. They're all just lame. I would rather have a Hershey bar. Put it there. Okay, what is that? Taffy? Taffy's not good. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not good. You can just put it in D. Yeah. What's next? Bit-O Honey is terrible. Put that in F. Put it in F. Terrible. If you like Bit-O Honey, I'm scared for you. Butterfinger? B. Butterfinger is pretty legit. I can't be mad about that. Unless it's melted though. If the candy is melted, I hate it. I don't know what that is, but like if it's like sometimes you're in school, you know, and there's like that kid with really sweaty palms and they like try to trade you something at lunch and they like pull this fucking Butterfinger out of their pocket like, "Oh, bro, I got some extra ones." It's like, "No, keep that shit away from me." Keep it away from me. What do you got next? This is going to piss a lot of people off. B. Candy corn is good, and you got to stop hating on it. And if you don't like it yet, you just haven't grown up. Grow up. Enjoy candy corn because it is for the culture, for Halloween. Milky Way. I feel like it's better than those other ones, but it's still fine. You can put it in B, I guess. What's next? Crunch is B. It's a solid B. You can put it ahead of those other ones. Yeah. Butterfinger's ahead of that though. Yeah. Okay. Dots are kind of lame. I put those in trading. They're fine. I'm not gonna be mad about it. But what is this?
Like that
Hubba Bubba? Wait. Was it like it's the cheap gum? You know, every once in a while I'm nostalgic for it, but it's just not very good. I'd probably trade more of it than I would have, but I would keep a couple pieces. You could put it at the top of the C.
What?
Top of C. Like in front of everything else. Yeah. What's next?
Good and plenty.
Good and Plenty. I honestly, I think I've had it, but I can't really say that I don't have it. I've not had it enough to have an opinion on it. So just put it at the bottom. Um,
Gummy bear.
regular gummy bears. I wish I liked them more. They're good though. They're fine. You can put them at B. I probably would keep those. I think. What's next? Heath can go and C. Heath can go and C. We're gonna have a lot of C's. I'm indifferent about a lot of these.
Like kisses.
Kisses, Hershey's Kisses.
Mhm.
Are there two different ones?
There's two different ones.
The swirl ones can go in C, and the regular ones can go in B. Because the swirl one is just trying too much. Hershey's an A. I'm not even a big chocolate guy, but I can respect the quality and the history of a good Hershey bar.
This is the cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream also A. I do actually like those. I know some people don't like it because it's like different kind of sweetness. Hot tamales are not good. I did have one friend that liked them, and we had a terrible falling out. So I don't like those at all. And I should have known because he loved those so much that we were not going to be friends. Jolly Ranchers are good. Put those in A. I will put those in A. Jolly Ranchers are legit. Junior Mints are terrible, and I had this one fourth grade teacher who was turned out to be super racist. Like called a kid the N-word to their face, or something allegedly to that. Got fired years after I was gone, but was very beloved at the time. I kind of never had a good vibe with this person, so I never knew what all the hype was. It was one of those moments where you're like, you didn't like someone the whole time, but everyone found out years later why they were scum, and I didn't know they were racist. I got a vibe, and part of the vibe was that they loved Junior Mints, and kids would like bring this bitch Junior Mints. They would bring this teacher Junior Mints all the time. Yeah, those are bad, dude. Those are not good. Put those in F. Yeah. Kit Kat. Kit Kat is good. I put a Kit Kat in A. Actually, if it's cold, you could put Kit Kat in S. I'll put Kit Kat in S. Kit Kats are good. What's next?
Crackle.
What is that, like off-brand crunch?
Yeah.
C, because they're hacking, bro.
Yellow Laffy
Yellow
Taffy.
Laffy Taffy is not good. Banana flavored anything is not good because bananas are barely okay. So banana flavoring is terrible. Let's put that in D. What is next?
Chewy lemon heads.
Chewy lemon heads. I've not had that, but that sounds good. Put that in X, yeah, but I haven't had it. But I will say that sounds good. Fun Dip is crack for kids, and it is great. I didn't know how to eat it for like 90% of my life. Until like 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't know how to eat Fun Dip. But yeah, that is S. Or yeah. I would just eat the whatever was in there, the dip, I guess, the Fun Dip. Yeah. What's next?
Mallow cup.
Mallow Cups. Those are not good. Even as someone who likes marshmallows, I'm gonna put that in D. Not the worst thing ever, but it's just not good. Mike and Ike's are all right, dude. Put those in C. Those are fine. Milk Duds are D. Milk Duds, not it. OMG, I know who you're talking about. Acceptable tier for candy corn. Which one we got next? Milky Way? I thought we already did a Milky Way. Oh, no, we did. See, that's what I'm telling you. They're all the same, bro. They're all the same. They're not even good. So we think we've already done it before. Put it in C. Just because it's unoriginal. M&M's are good. I will say the mini M&M's that come in that little tube thing, I only got those a few times, but I would ask my mom for those all the time when I would go to the store, and it was very anticlimactic, but for like 40 seconds of me drinking the whole thing, it was bliss. But after that, I was like, damn, I should have got the regular M&Ms because I could have like had those for longer. Those are great. M&Ms are good though. A. You can put those in A. What? Mounds? That sounds sus. I don't. Just put it in X. Never had it. Doesn't sound good though. Mr. Good. Never had that either. I don't know what that is about.
I don't know what this is.
What does it look like?
Nickel?
Put that in. I don't know what that is.
Nerds.
Here's the thing. Nerds are good, but they're kind of lame to eat. Like, they never. I don't like. I feel like I'm eating something that is gonna hurt my body now as an adult. And as a kid, I never really loved them that much. I didn't have them that much. And I think the kids that really, really liked them, that got excited about them, freaked me out a little bit. So that maybe turned me off a little bit. I will say Nerds Ropes, which I don't think exist anymore. You could get those at the movie theaters all the time when I was a kid. I only got those a couple times. Those were fucking good. Nerds are fine. I would put them in C. That is D. You just put them in D. They're C. What's next? Now and later. They're fine. I'd put them in a D though. I'm not probably gonna have them. I'm not gonna eat them. Is that like a worse Snickers? I mean, I feel like I've had a Payday, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They're interchangeable, bro. Fine, C or D. I don't know. Whatever you feel like. I don't know. What is this?
This is the M&M.
Peanut M&M? Peanut butter M&M?
It's red. I don't know.
Peanut butter M&M. I think it is. Yeah. Because red is peanut butter. Yellow is peanuts. Red S. Peanut butter M&Ms. Smacking. Yellow M&Ms. Terrible. D. Don't bring those to the party. What is next? Haichu?
Some type of Snicker.
It's a Snicker? I thought it was a Haichu. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can go in C.
Quarter.
If I got quarters on Thanksgiving on Halloween as a kid, I low-key would be okay with that. But today I would not be. I don't know. The economy's tough. Put it in B. Okay. What's next? Raisinets. I fucking hate raisins and anything to do with raisins. I don't know who decided that. Here's the thing. Some idiot left the fucking grapes outside for too long in the sun. They got disgusting. And then he felt too bad to admit defeat and hold the L. And he's like, I'm going to force myself to eat these. And I'm just going to call it a thing. So anything with raisins is terrible. Reese's Cup. Regular Reese's Cups are fine. I don't like them as much as I like the holiday ones. I'm going to put it top of C. Or bottom of B. Put it bottom of B. What is the next one? Pieces S. That's my go-to. When I go to the movie theater, if you're planning a movie night and I'm going to be there and you want to treat me right, Reese's Pieces, Sour Patch Kids. Or just some other sour candy. I also like Snow Caps too. Honestly, I like Snow Caps. I don't know why. Ring Pop. Ring Pops had great marketing. I didn't get them that often, but they were good when I was able to get them. I put them in B. They're good. Ring Pops are legit. What's next? We're speedrunning. This is like 70 different kinds of candy, so I feel like are we doing okay on time? Runts? No. D. Skittles are S. Dude, sour Skittles? Do they still make sour Skittles? Those would fuck me up, dude. Smarties are good too. Those are A. I love Smarties. I like tart. I like candy. I like tangy stuff. Snickers is B. It's the only one of those. It's fine. It's better than the other ones, but it's Sour Patch S. Not even a question. Starbursts B. Those are good. I like Starbursts. They're good. Are they better than some of the other stuff on there? No, but they're good. That, whatever that is, no. Put that at that's terrible. What is next?
I don't know what this is.
We don't know.
Sugar Daddy?
Sugar Daddy. I have never had that because I would trade it. That can go at the bottom. Swedish Fish. I do like Swedish Fish. I'll tell you what. I think they did it for a little bit. They used to do these half packs where it was like half Sour Patch, half Swedish Fish. I actually think that slaps because it's like it's good to just have just straight sweet without the sour every once in a while so your tongue doesn't get too cut up. Swedish Fish are good. I'd probably keep them. I wouldn't trade them, so B. Yeah, B. What else? Sweet Tarts are S tier. Not even a question. I wish Shockers were on there. Shockers are amazing. Toothbrush. Whoever gives out toothbrushes, I understand where you're coming from. That's a good idea, but also I hate you. So D. D is good. It's thoughtful. Just I don't care. The colorful Tootsie Rolls, I've been told are better, and I have had some of them. They're okay. I will put those in C. I don't like regular Tootsie Rolls though. Tootsie Pops are A. Put those in A. They're not quite S, but those are great. Tootsie Roll. F.
How can you put a Tootsie Pop at fucking A?
Tootsie Pops are great because it's just a good flavor.
But there's a Tootsie Roll in
It works out. With a Tootsie Roll in a Tootsie Pop works out. When it's just a Tootsie Roll, I'm not with that shit. I'm not with it. What is next? Twix? Twix are good. You can put those in A. I'll put those in A. That's why I like Twix and Kit Kats. Like, they have their own personalities. All those other fucking bars don't have a personality. They're just lame. What's next? Twizzlers are good. Those are my mom's favorite. I don't like. I'm not really reaching for them. If I would put them in the C, because I probably would trade them more than I would keep them. But I wouldn't be upset if no one took them, and I was left with them. What's next? Sour Punch straws. That S tier. When I would go to like a basketball game or a football game at a school, like a grade school or high school, always going for some of those. What's next? Warheads. Oh yeah. They're fine. I like sour stuff. There's a couple of them that were okay, but I wasn't into like the straight up just like messing my mouth up C. I put those in C. I'll probably trade them. Because you could probably get some good shit for those. Because the kids that like Warheads really like them. So you could probably get something really good for trading those. But I just don't want it. What is next?
Werther's.
What is it?
Werther's.
Werther's. That sounds disgusting.
It's like a caramel.
Put it in X. I would put it in F if I had ever had it.
Old ladies always have.
Yeah, that sounds like some old lady shit. Whopper is a D. They're fine. Not a big fan. Yorks. Did I try a York last year? I know, but I didn't like it. I thought I tried it recently. I did, and I didn't like it. I'm going to put it in D. Maybe it's not as F, but it's just not good. All right. Save and download. Download the image. Is it going to make me log in? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Don't pull up all my files like that. But we'll post that after me doing the list. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the list? We'll pull it up here in a second. Just hit enter. Tier list, enter, save. And then click the downloaded thing. Oh.
Where?
Top right corner, the little download thing, and then just click what you just did. Now switch back to Solar React. This is what we're looking at. Where do you disagree? That's great. If you ask me, if I just get the S, A, and B, if I have all those candies, I'm happy. That's all I need. But that's me. That's my candy picks. Let me know what you like about it, what you dislike. That's all I got on that. I'm not gonna hold you guys up all night either. Do you want to switch back to one? I got some stuff planned for next week. I'm excited. We got some fun guests coming up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna try to keep plugging along, getting some clips out for you guys, trying to find new, exciting people to have on the show. And I got to figure out what I'm going to wear next week because I got to get another costume for next week. But yeah, dude, I'm excited. What else? Is there something else I had to say before we wrapped today? No, I don't think so. Let me know when I'm all done next week after I wear whatever I wear. I want to know what you guys like best costume of the 4 that I got to do. But yeah, dude, this has been the 277th episode. I want to say a quick shout out to our patrons for supporting the channel. If you guys are interested in getting behind the scenes access to extra podcasts, extra videos, as well as a series where I break down, I mix, master, write, record every single one of my songs, go to patreon.com/Darren Rita. You can help support the channel for as little as $1. That's patreon.com/Darren Rita. You also get shouted out at the end of every episode like that. Also want to say a quick shout out to Alpine House 2 for sponsoring another episode of the show. Shout out to them. If you guys are looking to just plan a little getaway, at Alpine House 2 on Instagram. Check them out on Airbnb as well. Yeah, dude, this is me. Do-rag twice, 2 weeks in a row. Is this a do-rag? Would you call this a do-rag? I feel like it's adjacent, you know? I don't know if I'm allowed to wear it, but I am. And I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to. So, this has been the 277th episode of the Detox Podcast, though. I will see you guys next week. Peace.